everyone, this is Rick Catalano, founder and managing partner of Platinum PMO and creator of Amigo, the one and only SaaS platform you need to deliver your strategic software implementations on time, on budget, and with all the value that you promised your leadership. And here is your transformation tip for today. We are in the middle of a 4-part series all around value management. In our first part, we discussed the first typical failure in value management, and that is the failure of not building a true benefits case prior to starting your enterprise digital transformation program. In part 2, we talked about the failure of not designing the measurements of those benefits into your digital product through the use of key performance indicators. In this third part of this series, we're going to discuss one of the more challenging components and where failure happens often, and that is getting leadership to actually sign up to deliver these benefits. Frankly speaking, it is critical to identify early in the program who is actually expected to deliver these benefits. You have to be asking yourself the question, who's responsible for ensuring that these benefits are going to be tracked when we're done and they're going to be realized? If no one owns them, then no one's going to care about achieving the results. Far too often, benefits ownership is assumed. When this occurs, no one has the ownership, and then no one cares for it, and then all that transformational effort that you put into this thing is for naught. So we have to be sure and we have to be clear who is accountable for every benefit that we have defined in our business case. I would like to go over with you 4 points to help ensure that you get not only the right people to sign up for these benefits, but they're acting like champions out there for your enterprise digital transformation initiative. Because at the end of the day, both of you are on the line. You are on the line to deliver the program, and they are on the line to deliver those benefits and that value that you outlined in your approved business case. So let's dive in. Point number 1, establish a value-driven culture. Through all the work that we discussed in part 1 of this series, you have defined a benefits realization plan that demonstrates an initiative that will measure the tangible and intangible components of value that tie back to your organization's business strategy, goals, and objectives. If your organization is not doing this right now, these are the first steps of shifting your organization's culture to a value-driven culture. In part 2, we discussed about designing those benefits into your digital product. This helps your organization support and sustain your value-driven culture by having formal processes for identifying, maintaining, and sustaining benefits, as well as the processes to document lessons learned and to make improvements all along the way. Point 2, define benefit realization ownership. This can be tough for some organizations because of how they're organized. Let me give you a couple tips on how you can streamline this. If you have taken my Digital Transformation Implementations Masters class, you probably heard me talking about all the different types of roles one should consider when establishing their enterprise digital transformation program. One of those roles is the business process owner. A business process owner is usually an executive type who has the responsibility for an entire process chain for your organization. For an example, your procure-to-pay process chain may have your VP of supply chain as the business process owner. Your record-to-report process chain may have your CFO or your controller as the business process owner. Now, as part of the work that we discussed in part 2 of this series, you should have already gone through and mapped out all the benefits to the appropriate business processes in your business process decomposition model. If you have done this, well then this exercise becomes relatively easy. All you need to do next is identify the business process owners associated to where the benefits align across your business process map. These are the leaders within your organization who should be held accountable for delivering those benefits. Now, another thing you should consider is forming an official benefits realization organization. This shared service organization can help with some of the ownership responsibilities of benefits realization. Personally speaking, I think this should be part of the service offerings provided by your ePMO. This will provide tremendous continuity from the inception of your enterprise digital transformation business case all the way through the final harvesting of value of your business product years down the road. This benefits realization organization can play a role in helping you define the benefits and how they'll be measured during the implementation of your enterprise digital transformation project. However, their role goes well beyond this and well beyond the completion of your program. This group is also going to be responsible for measuring the benefits and tracking those benefits long after you've implemented your digital product, and then we'll continue to work with the benefit realization owners to understand the data and the statistics, learn what's going well and what's not going well, and then helping determine action plans to course correct if things aren't going to plan, or improve if the benefit owner thinks there's actually more value to be harvested out there. One of the key roles that this benefits realization organization would need is a chief who has a seat at the organization's executive leadership table. Perhaps this person would be a C-level executive, the Chief Benefits Realization Officer. This will help ensure that the messages are being elevated to the highest level and that the other C-level executives, they have direct accountability for the benefits associated to their business process areas are being held accountable by one of their peers. Point number 3, get them to commit. This is where the rubber meets the road. In order for your benefits to be realized, commitment is required. The benefit owner needs to clearly take ownership and negotiate the expectations well in advance. As the individual or group asking for this commitment, you need to ensure the following. Does the leader agree to what they have been asked to take on? And are there any additional expectations or requirements that are needed to be ensured before they're able to take on the ownership of these benefits and achieve those expected results? Now, depending on how formal your governance processes are within your organization, this action can be declared as part of a formal ownership sign-off on your business case or part of some of the meeting minutes within your appropriate executive stakeholder meetings. And finally, point number 4, position your benefit owners for success. Depending on your answers in point 3, your new benefits realization owners may require some additional skills and tools to properly ensure their success of their ownership responsibilities. These tools primarily come from 2 different places. First, your benefits realization organization, or that EPMO, who will provide your leaders with all the tangible tools of the benefits case, the calculations, the processes, the data, and the deliverables that will drive and measure the benefits, as well as the processes that have been put in place to help measure those benefits long after go live. Then you have your organization transformation team, who will provide those softer skills and softer tools necessary to properly lead and teach them to lead their organizations and transform the hearts and minds of the people within their organizations to a new way of doing business. However, in this case, when they go out to communicate this new way of doing business and why the organization has chosen this path, they now have a new set of data to help support that vision, the benefits case, and their personal stake in achieving that benefits case. By articulating that vision and the benefits and basically saying, I am accountable for delivering X, and here are my expectations, and here's my commitment to this effort, they are demonstrating that leadership. Now, this may require additional help of the organization transformation team to coach these individuals, the benefit owners, in this new role, as well as help the benefit owners establish the change networks within the organization to transition to the future state digital product, as well as provide all the necessary communications and all the training necessary to get the benefit owners' organizations pumped up and ready to deliver all this new value. By working on these 4 points, you are going to help transform your organization into a value-driven organization. And you'll get incredible support for your initiative from your senior leadership who are committed to delivering that value that your enterprise digital transformation program is going to position your organization to achieve. Without a value-driven culture and leaders who are committed to delivering the value associated to your initiative, well, frankly, your organization runs the risk of wasting just a bunch of time and a bunch of money. At Platinum PMO, we have built these capabilities to identify your benefit owners and the accountability governance right into our Amigo platform. And with our value management professionals, we can help you build out your benefits case. We can help you design those benefits right into your digital product. We can help you identify your benefit realizations owners and provide them the tools to help lead your organization through this transformation and harvest all that value that was described in your original business case. I would love to share more with you about this. So why don't you click on the link below and schedule some time with me or one of my partners where we can share our thoughts on how you can establish a value-driven culture for your program and your organization. Thanks for your time today. Please feel free to share this webisode with your friends and your colleagues. And don't forget to come back for the final webisode in this series, where we talk about reaping the harvest of all this hard work you've done through this thing called benefits tracking. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.